gentlemen, we're bringing in another fantastic week of independent wrestling here on the Wrestling Rundown, week 131. Man, we've been doing this a while now.
Just a little bit.
Feeling old. I'm feeling festive, actually, a little bit. I'm actually more so in, I think, the Christmas spirit this year than I have been in a while.
That makes one of us.
Thank you, WrestleCrate.
Yeah, actually that is
for sending us a box. We should see the unboxing very soon over at Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Yes. Bray Wyatt Funko Pop along with some other stuff.
Also, he's going to get chopped by 3 professional wrestlers. Who I have them down. I can't name names yet, but we're just waiting until we have a date set where all 3 of them can appear here at the same time.
Yeah.
Or if I can get him to somewhere where all 3 of them will be at the same... Basically, the 5 of us all have to be in the same place at the same time to make this happen.
That's how it works. So let's talk about some indie news with some results.
Yeah.
What you got?
So, on Saturday, the 10th.
Yes.
Which was the 10th of December. Which was a Saturday. CZW's Cage of Death.
Not 12, but 18.
Yeah, 18. Cage of Death. Super scary, violent show.
Yeah.
Super scary violentness. Dave Christ defeated A.R. Fox, Tony Devon, Zachary Wentz, Tim Donst, Alexander James, and Jimmy Lynn in a big-ass scramble match.
Yes.
Greg's Excellent defeated Homicide. That kind of took me by surprise. Yeah. Dub Boys defeated Johnny Yuma and Kevin Martinson. Shane Strickland defeated Desmond Xavier. It's Xavier, but, you know, I can be fancy sometime. EYFBO defeated the Hit Squad to become the new CZW Tag Team Champions.
Hey!
But then they were very quickly then disposed of by Scarlett and Graves to become the new CZW Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, it was something called the Ultimate Opportunity Contract, which is the CZW version of the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Leo Rush defeated Sami Callihan.
Cool.
Chainsaw Joe Gacy defeated Jonathan Gresham to become the new CZW World Champion.
Just dropping championship. The Wire Championship was the only one that wasn't on the line at this show.
Yeah. Ricky Jane Page defeated Danny Havoc in the Ultra Violent Death Match.
Story. And
in the main event, Devin Moore, Drew Blood, and the Young Dragons defeated Jeff Cannonball, Matt Tremont, Connor Claxton, and Joey Janela inside Cage of Death.
Because
Matt Tremont was a dick.
Yeah.
And he turned on his team. That's right, Tremont. I called you a dick. Please don't kill me. Also that day, if you were in Queens, New York, not too far from Fort East, New Jersey.
Yeah, not too far.
You could be there at Evolve 74. And by you could be there, I mean in the past. You could have been there.
Yeah.
To see Drew Gulak defeat Jaka. Dustin to defeat Chris Dickinson. Brian Cage to defeat Darby All-In.
Darby Allin.
Because that's, if you put a space in his name, that's what all in is what it spells. Cody defeated Page. Ethan Page.
Cody Rhodes.
It's Cody Rhodes. Cody R. The American Nightmare. Cody. Bullet Club Cody.
Cody Rhodes. Wait. We're going to talk about that.
People know. There's videos of it
they
all over
don't know
Facebook.
until they watch our video, man.
It's already... We posted a video of it on our Facebook page.
They don't know that yet.
Yes.
Okay, they might know.
Like 2 days before we post this video? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb defeated Matt Riddle.
Yes.
Fred Yehi and Tracy Williams defeated Ricochet and Peter Casa. And in the main event, Dick Togo defeated Chris Hero. As I predicted he would.
Dick motherfucking Togo.
Yeah. Not to be confused with the Dick motherfucking Togo.
I'm not touching that one.
I would prefer you not.
Oh, okay.
And then
moving on
Sunday in Melrose, Maryland, we had a back-to-back doubleheader of Beyond Wrestling and Evolve 75.
Yeah, same place. I think we had Beyond at 2.
Yeah,
and then we had
Evolve at 7. So Beyond had Overnight Sensation, where we opened the show with the Hit Squad interrupting a student scramble match and beating everyone up.
All right.
Then Lufisto defeated Kimberly. John Silver defeated Chris Hero. The Spirit Squad defeated former CZW Tag Team Champions EYFBO.
Very former.
Chris Dickinson defeated Jeff Cobb. Matt Riddle defeated Dan Barry.
Boom.
Jonathan Gresham defeated Ricochet in what I'm assuming was an amazing match. Taylor Hendricks and Alexis defeated Jordan Grace and Deonna Purrazzo. David Starr defeated A.R. Fox. And in the main event, Brian Fury defeated Donovan Dijak.
Oh, that'd be a good match. I don't see that.
And then, an hour, probably an hour and a half after that show ended, we're going to have Evolve 75. Jeff Cobb defeated Fred Yehi. Team Pazuzu's Chris Dickinson and Jaka defeated Peter Casa and Darby Allin. Dick Togo defeated Ethan Page. Chris Hero defeated Dustin. Matt Riddle defeated Ricochet. And Tracy Williams in the main event defeated Drew Gulak. So, Ricochet coming over to this side of the country, or that side of the country, not our side, opposite side from us.
Yeah.
Over there in the New England States, just put a bunch of people over.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
Him and Hero. Hero just beat Dustin.
Well, I mean, Chris Hero and Ricochet are... Chris Hero has been one of the biggest indie wrestlers of all time. And Ricochet...
the last decade, for sure.
And Ricochet is one of the current most popular indie wrestlers.
Yeah.
So... they don't need the wins because people know who the fuck they are. That's just
Absolutely.
It's a good way to make other people look good. Except Matt Riddle doesn't deserve it because he's kind of a douche.
And skipped over one because on Saturday, ROH TV
Yes.
results.
Yeah.
So time below.
Yeah.
Go there. Skip ahead to the time there so you don't get spoiled if you're going to watch it this Wednesday.
Exactly.
If you're not, then keep following along and find out what happened.
Yeah. Because it wasn't just Ring of Honor, it was Women of Honor. We had 4 matches. We only had 3 that were...
I'm TiVoing this.
we had...
Who has TiVo anymore?
No one. No. We had 3
DVR.
matches announced last week, but we actually had 4 matches, and we probably should have just stuck to the 3, and I'll talk about that in a second. Our first match, we had Deonna Purrazzo defeat Candice LeRae. Great technical match. This is something that we haven't really seen from Deonna Purrazzo on NXT because she doesn't get the time to really put this together, but she's a really great technical worker. She ends up working over the arm and making Candice LeRae tap out to the Fujiwara armbar. Then the match that wasn't announced that probably should have been left off the card, we had Kennedy Brink and Veda Scott defeat Sumi Sakai and Faye Jackson in a awful tag team match. It was awful.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, Brink made Jackson tap out to the Anaconda Vice.
2 submissions in a row.
Yeah. Then we had Jessica Havoc. Actually, it was sent to Ring of Honor by Taylor Hendricks to destroy Mandy Leone, and she did just that. She just stomped on Leone. She tried so hard. Mandy, you're beautiful, and you tried so hard, but it's Jessica Havoc, and it just
so far.
Just wasn't gonna happen.
But in the end, it just didn't matter.
Well, in the end, Jessica Havoc went out to try and grab a chair to beat up Mandy Leone, because that's Mandy and Taylor's thing, is they've been beating each other up with chairs. But Victor from earlier in the night, Deonna Purrazzo ran down to grab the chair out of Jessica Havoc's hands.
And then Jessica Havoc picked her up and ate her.
Well, that happened after Mandy Leone rolled up Jessica Havoc and defeated her, and then they were both quickly dispatched with chokeslams, and then just piled on top of each other as Jessica Havoc laughed and looked terrifying as ever. And then in the main event, we had 2 undefeated Women of Honor going against each other, Kelly Klein and ODB. Hard-hitting, physical match, both of them beating the crap out of each other.
Both of these are very well-built ladies.
Yes. Yeah, it takes a lot to put these ladies down because they are extremely tough, and this was a big thing. You had 2 undefeated women going against each other. One of them's got to lose.
Yeah, and you got to think, the biggest contrast between them is, ODB is, a veteran.
Yeah.
And
Kelly Klein's
only
fairly
wrestled
new.
for 2 years.
Yeah, no, she's very new to the scene.
She's very her stock is high right now because she's shot to start very quickly for a female wrestler.
Absolutely. And she would defeat ODB. ODB trying to go for a gunslinger that Kelly Klein then turned into a guillotine choke and made ODB pass out.
So 3 submission victories.
Yeah. And that 4th match just shouldn't have been there.
But that was a submission victory too.
Yeah.
3 submissions and a roll-up.
Yeah.
Sounds like SmackDown.
Is that right? And then next week, Ring of Honor is just going to be a best of. It's going to be some of the best matches from the year since we are closing out 2016 very soon. So I really won't have results for Ring of Honor next week.
Yeah, probably just be whatever upcoming shows that I'm going to tell you about.
Yeah. But we're going to talk about some news first. Do you want to go first or should I go first?
I don't know. We're in Japan first.
Mine all revolves around the finals of the World Tag League.
Let's talk about that.
So, I'll leave the final result for the end. We had two very interesting things happen. First of all, as we noted earlier, Kenny Omega announcing that Cody Rhodes is the newest member of the Bullet Club. He'll be making his New Japan debut at Wrestle Kingdom 11, the beginning of January. You can go to our Facebook page. There is...
And then right after that, he'll get re-signed to WWE.
Maybe. And then he'll join Gallows and Anderson, and then AJ will get drafted to Raw, and that would be fucking fantastic. Let's do that. So Cody Rhodes, you can go to our Facebook page. You can check out the vignette that they did for him. Really cool to watch. Cody Rhodes on top of the fucking world right now. So, and now that he's in Ring of Honor, especially with how he acted at Final Battle, it makes a lot of sense. Him just destroying things at ringside, very much speaks to the Bullet Club's way of thinking. And then we had a new member of the Ungovernables in Kamaitachi joining the Los Ingobernables de Japón. A really weird situation he had with Naito. Naito presented him the hat, and then he licked the hat, and then he grabbed it and he put it on. That's fucking weird. Didn't share that to the Facebook page, but you can check out New Japan's Facebook page for that video if you really want to see it.
Breaking news. Kamaitachi licks hat.
This is totally breaking news. Alright, so then the results of the G1 World Tag League. So we had 3 teams that were all kind of in that top bracket. It's very much the situation we've had with tournaments like this is you have teams that will tie each other, but because of a earlier victory, one of them moves forward over the other. So with a 4-point lead over the next team up, the Guerrillas of Destiny demolished bracket A, moving forward into the finals. But we had a tie for bracket B, where we had Togi Makabe and Tomoki Honma tied with Evil and Sonata. But due to a victory earlier in the tournament, Makabe and Honma moved to...
So then that means they beat Evil and Sonata in the earlier round.
Yeah, earlier round, because they had that victory over, they
That's a cool rule. Because when the whole thing ends, every team in each bracket will have faced each other.
Yeah.
So if there are 2 teams that are tied, you can be like, okay, which of those 2 teams won?
Exactly.
When they faced off against each other.
Yeah.
That makes them pretty much exactly the rightful winners.
Yeah. So that's... And here's an interesting thing
It's very fair.
Is that Makabe and Honma actually won the tournament last year over Evil and Naito in the finals. So they actually got to go to the finals by beating Evil and Sonata this year, and they made it a repeat for themselves as Honma and Makabe win double years in a row of the G1
Double years in a row.
Yeah, that's
twice.
That's the thing.
Two times.
2 times.
2 times the years in a one row.
But now they've beaten...
Were they in bracket B last year?
That
doesn't matter.
No, they were in bracket A last year.
Oh, well.
Now
they've won in both brackets.
Yeah. They've won.
They've just won everything.
Yep.
Motherfuckers.
And
good on you, Honma.
Evil's got to be thinking, man, I just can't beat these fuckers.
Yeah.
2 years in a row. So now they've beaten the Ungovernables and they've beaten the Bullet Club. So congratulations to Makabe and Honma for your 2nd year in a row winning the G1 World Tag League. That's all I got for news. What you got?
I'm coming back over the States, talking about 3 new signings to the Performance Center NXT / maybe WWE.
Yeah, depending on where they want.
All under the WWE umbrella. Someone we saw previously on NXT weeks back, Evie.
Yeah, she did a few. I think just after their first. What was that? I think it was just after WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was around the same time as WrestleMania.
Yeah, because they had a bunch of people in town for WrestleCon, so there was a ton of people there.
And then someone we saw this past week on NXT, Kimberly.
Yeah, I got my wish.
And the punk rock ragdoll Heidi Loveless.
Yeah,
all getting contracts
to
WWE.
And all three of them were at the training camp.
They were at the training camp. Which kind of, at the same time, there's talks that Nixon Noel is going to get a contract as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The biggest thing right now is that she's waiting for a work visa to come through.
Oh, okay.
Which is why she hasn't been offered a contract yet.
Gotcha.
WWE could do what they did with Paige and, actually be, forwarding her work visa. Because companies can do that. If you want a work visa, if you have a company in the States vouch for you and be like, give this person a work visa, it kind of speeds the process up a little bit.
And it helps if that company is WWE.
But looks like that's kind of what they're waiting on before they decide whether or not they're going to give her a contract.
Okay.
Kind of surprised Shayna Baszler didn't make it as far as the ladies are concerned. But, she's still kind of fairly new comparatively to some people. So, maybe they're going to let the stock go up in her before they try and sign her to a contract.
Hell, for all we know, it was Brock Lesnar was like, no, I'm the only MMA fighter you're going to have in this company. You're not going to have anyone else in here. No, let me suplex everybody.
The biggest shame for me, Kingston, not getting signed to WWE.
Yeah,
he's going to TNA.
He's got his thing with TNA, and he's still doing other stuff, so... There's still time, though. I mean...
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think...
Absolutely.
I think, and especially depending on how big this DCC thing ends up being on TNA, that might put even more eyes on Eddie Kingston, giving an even better chance of him getting signed with WWE somewhere down the line.
Yeah, absolutely. And another possible signing to WWE, it's a big rumor right now that Chris Hero, formerly Cassius Ohno, will be returning to WWE.
Yeah.
Not sure whether or not he's going to be heading to the Performance Center and to NXT to resume that, or if he's being shot up to the main roster. There are talks of putting him back teaming with Cesaro.
Ooh, Kings of Wrestling.
Reuniting the Kings of Wrestling,
Hell,
Chris Hero,
yes.
Claudio Castagnoli.
Let's do that instead of Cesaro and Sheamus, please.
Or even the rumor potentially of having them be a 3-person group.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
So that'd be cool. I think now, because there were a lot of talks when he was released the first time. It was all image, related. But now that WWE's kind of let that go, and Kevin Owens being the top guy on Raw, Samoa Joe being the top guy in NXT.
Yeah,
Nakamura, as cool as he is, he's definitely not WWE. He doesn't have the WWE physique.
He doesn't have abs and muscles like Batista or John Cena does.
Yeah, James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
All these other people who aren't your stereotypical WWE looking guys, kind of becoming the more popular people on their brands.
Yeah, breaking a bit more of those barriers down.
So maybe, overlooking that, the fact that, Chris Hero has been even more popular and on top of his game ever since leaving WWE. So once he left WWE, all that happened to him is his name just garnered more and more momentum behind it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's the one that WWE let go.
Yeah, so that's kind of a cool deal if he goes back to WWE because, he's a great wrestler and he deserves to be seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
On that level. That's what I've got for the news.
That's all we got for news. That means it's time for
Homecoming events and shows. Shows. That's what we say. We say shows, not events.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I got none. So it's all you,
none?
man. It's all you.
Sister Act.
What?
Sister Act 2, Back in the Hood.
What? I'm so...
Nuns. It's a nun joke. The movie Sister Act.
I didn't say I got nuns. I said I got none.
Yeah, well, I didn't say nuns, plural. But none, it's a nun joke.
It's a bad joke.
Nun.
Talk about what's happening this weekend.
It was a nun pun.
That was way better. You should have just went with nun pun.
So Friday, the 16th, Philadelphia, 2300 Arena.
What?
House of Hardcore 22.
Yeah.
6-man tag action. Dan Barry has to have 2 partners. They're mystery partners at the moment, facing TJ Marconi, Vic Delicious, and Eddie Kingston. If Dan Barry and his team lose, he is banished from House of Hardcore.
Boo.
Well, we already know, like, his partner is already on
Oh, that's true.
Bill Carr, loser leaves House of Hardcore match.
So maybe this is the end of Team Tremendous in
Potentially.
House of Hardcore.
We're gonna have Leo Rush versus Tony Nese.
Hell yeah.
Johnny Mundo, John Hennigan, John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, whatever you want to call him.
That guy from Tough Enough.
Versus Phoenix.
Hey.
Sami Callihan versus Brian Cage.
Yeah.
And a cage match between Tommy Dreamer and Matt Hardy.
All right.
As long as Matt Hardy doesn't try no more top of the cage leg drops. He might die. He would be broken.
He'd be broken.
That's it for Friday. Saturday, we got 3 shows.
Yeah.
We've got the first in a 2-show tour, the Under the Missile Tour from Attack Pro Wrestling. This one's going to be in Cardiff. The one match we have is the Bayside Hyde Implosion Mandrews versus Nixon Noel.
Yep.
Former partners clashing. I think it's it's actually a theme because the other one is too.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't think about that actually.
House of Hardcore 23 in Joppa, Maryland. We're gonna have Jessica Havoc versus Taya. Cage versus Moose.
Fuck yes, I need to see this match.
Moose, do a top rope move, get caught into a goddamn jackhammer.
Please. That'd be fucking fantastic.
We're gonna have a rematch of Johnny Mundo, Hennigan, Nitro, Morrison versus Phoenix.
Okay.
And then the Spirit Squad.
Yep.
Will be facing in a tag team match Tommy Dreamer
That makes sense.
and James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Colin Delaney 2.0.
Mikey Whipwreck 3.0.
That's
what that is. That's this generation's Mick Foley and Mikey Whipwreck.
Yeah. No, that was Dean Ambrose and James Ellsworth.
Oh, okay.
Last generations was Tommy Dreamer and Colin Delaney.
Okay, got it.
In WWE CW.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we still talk about it sometimes.
Yeah, we make fun of it.
Yeah. And then also on Saturday in Reseda, California, our boys over at Pro Wrestling Guerrilla are
back
with Mystery Vortex 4, where they have announced the main event in Zack Sabre Jr. defending the PWG Championship against the villain Marty Scurll.
Yeah, the current ROH TV champion.
And then, the other deal with the Mystery Vortex shows, the matches are mysteries, so you're going to have to come back to the results show next weekend, or next week, here on the Indie News to find out what actually happened.
Yep, because we can't tell you yet.
And then on Sunday, we're going to have night 2 of Attack Pro Wrestling's Under the Missile Tour. This one's in Bristol, and man oh man, am I excited for this match. It is a snow holds barred match.
It's the best stipulation game ever.
Between Ryan Smiles and Chief Deputy Dunn, also former partners in the whatever they call the Fun Police.
Yeah. Man, we need a snow holds barred match.
Hey, if it snows again over here, we can have a snow holds barred match over on Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Yeah. Post in the comments if you want to see that.
Post in the comments if you don't want to see that.
But that's it for Indie News. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Click all the links down in the description because there's a ton of them.
There are so many links. There are all of our social media links. There's the link to the podcast on SoundCloud where you get all the normal weekly reviews that we do. This one, Raw, SmackDown 205 Live, NXT Lucha Underground. All of those reviews down there in the podcast form. But the important links
are at the top of the description. They send you to all of the sites in conjunction with the people that we talk about on a regular basis.
Yeah, like ChicagoPro.com.
We got BeyondWrestlingOnline.com.
CZWrestling.com.
We got Shimmer.blogspot.com.
And like ProWrestlingGorilla.com.
And so many more.
Lots more. There's tons of them, and we just want to keep adding them on.
We want to add more. Did we forget your favorite show? No, we didn't forget your favorite show because you didn't tell us about your favorite show, but you can tell us about your favorite show.
Yeah, tell us.
Why you gotta be violent?
I don't know.
Just explain to them.
Emphasis.
Just explain to them that all they have to do is send us stuff on, Facebook or Twitter. Like, send us Facebook
Tweet
pages,
to us.
websites,
Facebook.
YouTubes.
Comment in the YouTube below.
Anything that will give us an idea of what your favorite and or local promotion has going for it.
Yeah, if you think your local promotion is the shit and you want us to give it a little more coverage than it probably normally gets already, let us know. If we look at it, if we see it with our eye holes and we like it, then we're going to deliver it from our mouth holes to your ear holes.
And your eye holes.
And your eye holes. You don't really see it on here, though. You just see us talk about it.
True. But yeah, so let us know what you want to see. Let us know what you want us to talk about. If we like it, we'll give you a shout out as well. But for now, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Video with a V. Like the